Way of the Hunter released their trailer for their new reserve, Lintukoto. It looks like it's based off a Scandinavian style of map. I think we all pretty much expected that. And I want to go ahead and get straight into the details. So drop a like on the video if you find anything in here useful, and let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is all the animals that we have seen thus far. And then we may speculate a little bit on what we could get if there's any hidden animals that have yet to be revealed. So to start off the list, I think everybody has seen it. It's the northern lynx, and it looks really good. There is a little bit of scrunching, but overall I do think it looks really good. Some people are saying, oh, it looks more like a bobcat than a lynx. You know, I'm not a cat expert, so I kind of have to listen to other people on this one. I can say I've had first-hand experience with a bobcat, and it really doesn't look like that too much. It does look a lot like a lynx, but it is missing those little tufts on top of its ears. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of tweaking they have done upon release. The next one we're going to look at is the mountain reindeer. And though it looks like a caribou, Miriam did say it's going to be quite a bit bigger. So hopefully we don't see any crazy outlandish enlargements like we did for Matariki. But I really haven't seen anything like that so far. The next animal on the list is the Arctic fox. I really like that they added this one in here, though I do gotta say I think it kind of ixnays the whole albino fox for this game in the near future. I could see us maybe getting a melanistic for the foxes, but you can definitely say that the albino fox is gonna be right here. We are gonna have brown bear in here, of course, because it's a European map. A lot of these animals are gonna just kind of copy and paste straight over, but one that we don't have on another European map is the moose, so that one's gonna be in here. And then following that up is another big antlered animal, the red deer. Following that, we do have the fallow deer, gray wolves, boar, pheasant, gray leg goose, mountain hare, and the mallard. And that's 13 out of the 19 animals the community manager has confirmed. I think that's a pretty decent species list. This is very much what we were all anticipating, so no big surprise there. I'd go ahead and guess there might be an appearance of some whitetail, considering Call of the Wild did it, but I don't know how big whitetail are in that part. And we may even still have a roe deer somewhere in there, who knows. So there's still a lot that we could see coming onto this map. So the second thing we're going to talk about is the storyline and the new character, Mikkel Anderson. He looks really good. He's like a rugged, like middle-aged dude, just kind of naturey, ready to get out there. I'm really glad to see that there's going to be another storyline in here with a whole bunch of different mission sets. And it sounds like at the end of all these mission sets, we're actually going to have a storyline reward. And I have a couple ideas as to what that could be. Now, some people in the community are looking at this rifle on the back of this guy's jacket saying, hey, this could be the 700 ADL, and it very well could. But what I have seen in the trailer right away is that this guy is wearing two different outfits, one in the Jeep and then one here in the end screen. So in the end screen we have this kind of white jacket that he's wearing, and then in the Jeep it's more of a green, darker style of jacket. That's really all we get for the details on the outfits, but you can clearly see that he is in two different outfits. So there may be at some point a way to earn that through another type of mission, through completion of the storyline, or even one of the private land missions. And I don't know if people are just overlooking this, but I think a really cool feature that they're actually going to add with this, and something I haven't heard anybody talking about, is with Mikkel's journey, you can actually unlock various story endings. And I think that's a really cool feature to add in here. We're asking for more content, and here it is. I don't know if you're going to be able to replay the storyline and then make different choices, or if you're going to have to delete your save in order to do that. But I still think it's a pretty cool idea. Depending on how they work it though, it may or may not be very useful. I still think it's kind of cool that people will get various different story endings depending on how they played. And it continues on and it says, as you will explore the reserve, you'll uncover its hidden gems. So I'm kind of curious as to what that means there. So there may still be other things that we're going to be able to find inside of the map. I think there's still a lot that we're going to need to see before we set judgment on this map necessarily. I feel like there could be a lot more than meets the eye with this reserve. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the achievement list, and something that we've all kind of caught on to in here. But we're just going to go ahead and run down the list and talk about each one. We have Willow of the Wisp, which has just finished the line for the Lintukoto Reserve. Next we'll have the Legendary Hunter. It's just complete all the job requests in the Lintukoto Reserve. The next one is the Task Force Lintukoto. Again, complete all the task challenges in the reserve. Now the next one is Change of Mind, and it says to harvest 2 animals with the same weapon loaded with different ammo. Now it does over here look like we have different calibers we can use. So what I would take from this is that we're going to have different calibers per rifle, and we're not going to have different ammo types per se. So you're not going to see a polymer or a soft tip. You're actually going to see just different ammo changes you can do with certain rifles, I would expect. And that's just based off this emblem here. That in no way is a fact, and it may just be that you'll actually be able to swap between polymer and soft point and full metal jacket. But I really don't see the team going that way. I could see them more so going with, hey, this is a predetermined gun build, and you're going to choose a caliber that you want to use for it because you like the way that gun looks. That's basically what I have envisioned for this, instead of it being more of a choose your ammo type like Call of the Wild has. The next one is a Links to the Past, and it's Harvest All exclusive Lintukoto Reserve species. There may be a few more than just one, but because it is a Lynx, I'm hoping that this isn't the only exclusive Lintukoto species that we'll have. The next one is Forbidden Knowledge, and it's collect all the whispers of the reserve. And we got a little preview of that in the assets pack. We actually seen Mikhail looking at a bottle. So that's a pretty cool thing. I really like these collectibles. Then the next one is Ridge Assessment, and that's just discover all the POI in the reserve. And the last one is Read Receipt, and that's just check the inbox to start the story. So you'll get that one straight out the gate. And there you have it. That's about everything that we have from the trailer and from the asset pack that we've been able to kind of pick out. But let me know down in the comments if you see anything I didn't. And as always, have a good day.